Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV, where you can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the Reevu MSX-1 Rear-View Helmet. Now, if you've seen the review, if it's hit your radar, the claim to fame here is that it's the only helmet on the market with rear view technology. So before we get into anything else here about the Reevu, what you need to know is that we have this clear polycarbonate shield, which still conforms to DOT and ECE standards, that allows you to basically have whatever is behind you be reflected through the helmet and appear on this mirror system which sits right in front of your forehead. It is adjustable depending on your position, depending on where your position is in the helmet, and also it moves up and down with an Allen wrench. Now, I will note that it's not for reading billboards, it's not for getting a finely detailed picture, but what it will allow you to see is larger shapes, and the whole goal here is to eliminate maybe the need for doing as many full head checks and to keep you in a more forward-facing position. Now, from what we saw, we tested it out, we spent a few weeks riding in it. It does take a little bit of time to get used to. It's a new stream of data that you're not used to seeing when you're riding, having this rear view mirror sit above your forehead. So to kind of train yourself to glance upward and see and be able to decipher that information quickly without distracting you, it takes a little bit. Everybody's different, from a week to 3 weeks, but once you get comfortable riding in it, the folks that do really like this technology are seeing that they're able to very quickly decipher kind of cars or big objects or things that are approaching from behind and react accordingly. Now, if we look at the basic shell construction, it's a pretty high-end helmet. You're looking at a tri-composite outer shell. It's not polycarbonate except for the shield. You know, we have ventilation on the front and on the top. Now, I will tell you, based on this rear view system, which is proprietary here to the Reevu helmet, it does slightly limit some of the airflow coming in through this top vent. So it's going to, you know, there's some other components that are living in the top of this helmet. So again, it's another helmet that might just be a basic helmet with the same configuration, might flow a little bit more air, but it was noticeable to us, but it wasn't a deal breaker. From a shield mechanism, it's a simple shield change mechanism. We have different options for the shield. This is the clear that is included. And if we look at it, we also have a chin vent down here as well that's going to vent to the face and to the shield. Moving to the guts, it is a ratchet style, which is, some people prefer, some people like it, some people don't. I actually don't mind it when it's done well, as long as there's enough room so that there's enough padding and the ratchet is fully covered when it's done. It's adjustable, notice here on the side. And then the interior guts are fully removable. Notice it's a nice thick cheek pad, and if you can see in there, you're going to have a microfiber feel to this. So it's going to be wicking and it's very soft against your skin. I actually would compare it to something like the Icon helmets, which have that very, very micro suede or microfiber feel to them. Really, really soft as compared to some of the other liners that we see here at RevZilla. Now, I will pull this guy really quickly. I want to show you the 3D liner, the comfort liner, as I move in here, and it's fully removable, fully washable. Notice different types of material for both airflow and comfort. We do have a chin curtain here as well. So here's my cheek pads. And if I pull the main helmet liner, you're going to see two snaps and it's Velcro on the front. Notice that it does have channels for ventilation. It is 3D. There are different densities of foam here used, and the way that the snaps are connected, they're in areas that are going to hopefully stay out of your way and not create any pressure points. Actually, one of the things I like about it is that you don't have any snaps at all along the front. Sometimes when you can find a snap down here along the edge, you know that depending on your head shape, you might get a pressure point or two. You might feel that. The overall fit of this helmet is going to be what I'm going to call an intermediate round oval, which is a mouthful. What does that mean? It's going to fit like the RXQ. It's a bit longer than a neutral oval, but you're going to have a little bit more room left and right along the temples. So it's kind of a rounded off oval, but it is still an oval. It's not a perfectly round helmet. Also, things to note is make sure you use the size chart. You know, if you tend to wear a medium and a rye or showy, it's not going to directly translate. So make sure you take a solid head measurement of your circumference right around your eyebrows or just above. Go back to the Reevu side chart and make sure you find the right size. You definitely don't want to just buy medium for medium compared to whatever other brand you're wearing. You might end up in a larger size helmet than you need. These tend to fit a little bit larger. The other nice feature about this Reevu mirror system here is you get this ridge, you get a molded shell that actually has a little bit more room between the outer shell and where the EPS is. And the EPS is going to be the high density foam that's really going to do a lot of the energy management in a crash situation. The nice part here is that you have this extra ridge, and the way that they've tested it and developed it, you almost have an extra crumple zone because of the distance that another helmet might not have. So the way that this is designed, with the mirror on the back, it sits up here, and you're going to have another area that could potentially crumple in a crash situation, again giving you another added safety feature. So we want to know what you think of the Reevu helmet. The MSX-1, it's the latest and greatest, the second generation rear view helmet from Reevu. Leave us feedback on YouTube, on Facebook. Like it, dislike it. If you're currently riding in one, tell us what your experience was as you're getting used to the new mirrored system. We definitely want to know. As always, you can also subscribe to us on RevZilla TV on our YouTube channel and keep up to date with all of the new videos that we're producing. Also, if you have any questions, shoot us a line. See us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. And the Reevu MSX-1 is going to be over $39. We'll ship for free, exchange for free, no restock fee if you need to send it back to us. And as always, any order over $100 earns TeamZilla cash to be applied to your next order, our way of saving you some money in the long run. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown of the Reevu MSX-1 Rear-View Helmet, available at RevZilla.com/Reevu. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.